This video will assist students in locating peer-reviewed journal articles. As with any academic research here at UNCP, you should begin at the library's homepage. If you do not have this page up, you can go to any UNCP page and go under Quick Links, and you will see Library, and it will bring you to this page. From here, you have several options about searching for peer-reviewed articles. You can search in Primo, and you can either click anything or search here. Usually I'll go to an advanced search and simply type in your search. I usually just use basic keywords. Let's say I'm looking at felons or convicts re-entering the world and trying to get a job, but also facing the stigma of being an ex-con. My keywords would be felon, and you see I've done this search before, felon or convicts or ex-cons. And anytime you're in the Primo database, anytime you use a Boolean operator such as and or not, you need to capitalize it if it's in the search term. Let's see, stigma. Another word for stigma might be discrimination, or, and if I like, I can add another line. Employment or job or hiring, excuse me. Click search. Okay. If I scroll it up, notice I've got results. I've got 800 and some. Probably it says to get complete results, sign in. Let me sign in. And if you're off campus, you will need to sign in even to search the databases. I've signed in recently today and it remembered me. But your sign in page is basically your Canvas login information along with your password. And see what that did when I signed in. I've got over 20,000 more articles. And to limit that search down, I can click peer-reviewed journals, and I'm back down to 842. And if you want to look at the record for an article, you click on the title. It will tell you where it is available. Please check the dates. As you see, one of these only goes from 1999 forward. The other one actually goes back with this journal to 1921. Also, you'll see a description. This description is usually the abstracts. Also, take a look at these subject terms. These may be helpful when you go to write your paper or to do other searches. Re-entry is another concept that with that, and you see stigma is another one. So those are good key terms, but I can pull up the article by clicking here. And usually what I would do is pull up the article. I would email it to myself. I would download it or print it. Typically, I tell students if they do download or email or print it, to email it to themselves as well. And I can also get a citation, as you see here. These are some of the forms it offers. Now, with any citation, if you know anything about APA, you'll know that some of this is incorrect with capitalization. Always verify your citations against a style guide to save yourself headaches. But this is how you would search Primo for peer-reviewed journal articles. If you had date restrictions, you can see here, I can highlight this and change it and click refine, and that typically will drop my number of results down. And if I want to take that off, I can just X out of it. This is how you search Primo for peer-reviewed journal articles. Now I'm going to close this window and show you another method. Again, we start back at the library's homepage. I'm going to scroll over here under Library and click on Resources, and then click on Databases. Typically, what I suggest students do is begin with a database listed by subject, a subject-specific databases. And let's say it's to keep in my criminal justice field. I can click on criminal justice and I will get a list of best bet databases. These are librarian selected. And I can select one. This is where, if you're off campus, you'll be asked to log in. Notice this is an EBSCO database. I can click here to add additional databases. And I may want to do that just because of my topic may intersect with other fields, other disciplines, other databases. If I click here, I'll have a list. Usually I select Academic Search Ultimate because it is a good general database. Psych info and psych articles because I am dealing with stigma. I would probably also go back up here and click on business since I'm looking at employment. And then I would also click on my social index and social work databases because that may be who's working trying to assist these people. Click OK, and I'm searching all the databases. I can do felons. So you have criminals or ex-convicts. You can do that, or prisoners. You can click on one of these. I can do stigma. And notice it also brings in stigma or prejudice or attitude. I am going to take out the word attitude. And then I'm going to put in employment. Or I see or jobs or work or hiring. I can even add that in. And I'm going to click on search. Notice I got 822 items. To limit my results down to peer reviewed, I'll scroll down and under limit to, click peer reviewed. I'm down to a little under 500. In this database, I can click on a title and it will bring up, like the record in Primo, subject terms, the abstract, and typically I look here. Notice one is job hunting and discrimination. Those would be good, so you have those. Also, I can add this to a folder and email them my articles later. That will open up. And if I want to add another one in, and if I can do that, let me scroll down. Anything that's not at UNCP, you can click here and it will take you into Primo to tell you if we have that article. I can click on my folder when I'm ready to email. I can select email. And I can also tell which citation format to send a citation to, and I can pull it, put in my email addresses. Again, verify the citation that you get. Usually there is some issue, and all I have to do is click on send. This is how you search EBSCO related databases for peer-reviewed full text. I'm going to close this database, and I'm going to go into another one. It's called Criminal Justice Database. This database is put out by the ProQuest people. See how it looks different? And if I want to add additional databases, I click on Change Databases. And I can scroll through here and I can select which databases I want to search. You see criminal justice is already selected. I may want to click on the psychology aspect. I have social sciences, sociology database. Here is social sciences premium, which includes the criminology collection. I may click off of some of these because I don't think I have to worry about linguistics. And click on use selected databases. And I can enter my search terms. Now, typically, what I would do is, well, I was hoping it would tell me here's my advanced search. That's what I was looking for. I can do the same search. felons or criminals or ex-cons, and I can actually truncate that, convicts. Employment or, well, you see I have trouble typing, or jobs, or I can do hire and do the asterisk, which will look for hires, hiring, all possible endings, and then I can add another row, stigma or discrimination. If I want to, I can click here for peer reviewed, click search, and I have articles. In this database, I can click on the abstracted details to bring up the full abstract. Notice it also gives me subject terms, a lot more than EBSCO. And I can download this item if it's available. I can add it to a folder. As you see, I have items in there already. And then I can return to my search and select other items. If it is not here, you'll see find a copy. That will take you back into Primo to see if we do have a copy. And I can even put those in my folder. Clicking here, go up to my folder. I can email them just by filling in the information, include the bibliography. And one of the great things about ProQuest databases, if I click on Cite, it will bring up all 5 of them in alphabetic order. Now, notice some of these still have issues with capitalization. You will need to correct that. But that is how you would search for quality peer-reviewed journals in EBSCO databases, in Primo, and in ProQuest. Now, there may be other databases that you would search. JSTOR is also a good database. It does a lot of older stuff. Project Muse, Web of Science. Most of these will have limits to peer-reviewed. If you do not see it, that means most of the database is peer-reviewed. If you have any questions, contact us at the reference desk, and if you need that contact information, if you go to the home page, click on Ask a Librarian. Here is the email address, the phone number, the text information, and also off the home page, there is a chat box you can use. So if you have any questions, please contact us. Please do not hesitate to do so. Thank you and have a good day.